Alright, now here we are in March. This is the beginning of March, and here's the compost pile. It's looking, well, if you go back to the last video, you can see that the hump in the middle was definitely higher, and it's gone down. It's composted down, and I'm about to pour in some more contents to get this thing cooking some more, so I can fit in more next week as well. Okay, I've dug into the compost again, and just as always, it looks just like a bunch of dirt. Yeah, I can see like a whole, it looks like a clementine right there, because it was a full one that I didn't eat, and then like an eggshell. I saw an eggshell somewhere. But for the most part, it just looks like dirt. I mean, we see all the sawdust and leaves still, and, well, steam. That's the big thing that we see. Anyway, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper, then I'm going to pour in all the new contents into the compost. And I was asked on this before, do I put worms in here, you know, for good composting? Worms are known for composting. And the answer is no. I don't put any worms in here. They actually would not survive. So what'll happen is, once I'm done adding material to this, it'll have a period of thermogenic processing or cooking, and then when it cools off, the worms will invite themselves in, and that'll be after this stage. So anyway, I'll continue the job. Okay, and now I poured all the contents that were there into the bin, and now next step is going to be covering it up, leveling it out and covering it up with some leaves. I'll probably use these leaves here. Actually, there's not that many left, but I do have some others that I'll cover it with. And if not, I can always use straw, which I generally use in the summer, but I have all these leaves that fell in the fall, which I'm still using. Alright, so I'm all done. We're in March. We've been having a lot of -30 Fahrenheit days, and the compost did not freeze. It's kicking along. I mean, now we're in March, the beginning of March. It's not going to freeze. It's going to survive the winter. Spring, technically, on the calendar, is coming in a few weeks, but in Michigan, it doesn't feel like spring for sometime in April or June. But it's going to make it, definitely. And this is what I have left. And so how do I get my compost from freezing? You know, just, well, a good human manure compost bin is going to have everything. You got to have liquids. You got to have, you know, for your moisture, you got to have your nitrogens. Pretty much everything you can put in there that will rot, put it in there. Anything that will compost, put it in there. All foods that I don't eat, go in there. And that's how we do it. Anyway, that's March. This shall last until I build up a new one, and I probably do that once the snow's gone. So I don't know, probably in April, I think. Anyway, that's the beginning of March compost. Have a great day. My baby girl.